What's up, guys? Welcome to Season 2, Episode 16, my sweet 16 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is the sweetest of sweet 16s, my man, Jmack Gaming.
Didn't like where that was going. Still didn't
It's
like.
because on a scale of 1 to 10, Justin, you're a 16.
I didn't like where that finished either. All right, there was not a good beginning, middle, or ending to that intro. Not at all.
You never had a sweet 16? It's like a birthday party.
You think I had friends?
True, I'm not even your friend.
Who are you? Welcome.
The man who's gonna end your career.
Welcome back to the Monday Night Wars. It always feels weird when we have a little bit of a break and we start recording again.
To them, it's going to be no time at all. To us, it's been a minute.
It's been 2.5 weeks. You know, that's
a lot have happened in 2 weeks.
A lot have happened. Chad's got like 16 different storylines happen.
I was just going to say, ask Justin. I rewrote Starcade.
Yeah, Jesus, like 4 times. Yeah, let's just get into it, Chad. A lot's happened.
Here's coming.
Who's coming?
Here.
Who's here?
Here.
Who?
Here's here.
Who's here? Hey, you want to hear something off the record right now? I watched Monday Night Raw, this last Raw.
Oh, wow.
From front to back.
Sorry to hear that.
And it wasn't that bad. I don't know what the hoopla is about how bad that show is. It wasn't.
Did you watch KO and his Stone Cold fake out?
I saw that. The main event wasn't. It was pretty good. Seth and Styles kind of go.
Yeah.
I had fun. Look. I don't know what the big deal is about how bad WWE is right now. I thought it was cool. Maybe you guys
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, if you like it, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Let other people enjoy what they want. You don't have to always be right.
Are you gonna watch AEW Dynamite tomorrow?
No, I'd rather no. That's the stuff I don't enjoy. But I'm not gonna shit on people that do enjoy it. I'm shooting on the Twitter, the IWC. I'm shooting from the hip. Pow, pow.
Bang, bang, bang. I watched all of Mick Foley's TNA run earlier this week.
You watched all of it? There's a lot to watch.
I know, like 22 matches. I watched it all.
Oh, you watched only the matches. Oh, God. He had 22. Let's just whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's get in this show. Chad, we start off Monday Night Raw with Mark Henry defeating Jeff Bearden.
The adequate monster.
The adequate monster himself. He's getting better at the gimmick, so maybe it's above average monster, Jeff Bearden.
I'm the above average monster.
He's above average Jeff Bearden now. Yeah, he loses though to Mark Henry in 801 with a death from above. We move on.
Was also above average.
We move on. Scott Norton defeating
my pre-show match.
Maybe I'm not cold. I think I just don't feel good right now. Dan Severn loses in 814. Scott Norton getting a big power bomb on former WCW Global Champion Scott Norton. Tag Team Champion, sorry. Wait, was he Tag Team Champion?
I think he was both.
Yeah, I don't think he was ever Global Champion, but he was definitely big in Japan.
I think he was a Global Champion.
All right, let's stop.
We'll look that up. I'm curious.
Speaking of looking it up, 100, baby. 100, Chad. We saw last night, if you remember. Maybe not last night in this recording, but last night in this save, The Rock won King of the Ring. And that automatically gives him a title shot, a title opportunity at SummerSlam 2000. Wow. And Rock comes out, and Rocky comes out. He's hyped. We're here in Florida. We're here in Miami. He said, "Finally, The Rock.
Finally,
The Rock has come back to Miami." And the fans, they're cheering. And he says, "The Rock came back a king." Chad, he's the king.
King Rock.
You see, The Rock walked in last night to King of the Ring, and he had to beat 2 men. And he was crowned King of the Ring. First, we saw Rocky whoop Jushin Liger's candy ass all over the ring. And then the Rock laid the smack down on El Hijo del Santo. Now you see The Rock has made 2 promises here. The Rock said he would win the 1999 Royal Rumble. And what did The Rock do? The Rock won the 1999 Royal Rumble, and he main evented WrestleMania. And then The Rock said he would go in, he would march into King of the Ring, and he would main event SummerSlam. He's going to do just that. But The Rock has become impatient. You see, The Rock is done waiting for months after winning the big tournament or the big achievement and getting his title match. He wants it as soon as possible. So Shawn Stasiak, how about you get out here right now? And we have that match right here, right now, here in Miami, Florida. Shawn Stasiak comes out. Shawn is looking for a fight. And Rocky, even before he even says anything, he's like, Shawn, you can do one of 2 things. You can bring your ass into the ring and fight me like a man, or I can come down there and drag your ass into the ring and beat you. And then out comes Vince McMahon. He says, whoa, before there's anything, no, we're not having this match right now. I know this is Rock. If you want to, I get it. You want to. Look, how about you don't want to wait until SummerSlam? We're not going to have it here on Monday Night Raw. As much as the crowd would love to see that tonight, we're gonna do something different. Unforgiven is 4 weeks away. And if you don't want to wait for SummerSlam, I get it. But Unforgiven, Rock, the King of the Ring, taking on Shawn Stasiak for that WWF World Heavyweight Champion. And both of these guys, I mean, they're hyped, Chad. We got Rock and Stasiak. We've seen it before, but we haven't seen it for the title. We haven't seen the King of the Ring. We haven't seen anything. We move on. It's Randy Orton taking on Terry Funk. Our opening match of the night, Randy Orton defeating Terry Funk in 9-10 with the Ozone, Chad.
Ooh, the Ozone.
Oh, the Ozone.
The RKO Zone.
Yeah, again, he's getting there. Randy Orton, he's getting there. Terry Funk, he's here. Oh boy, it's the debut of the Peep Show featuring Christian Cage, Chad. He says, Christian comes out and he says, hey, he said last night, I don't have my note right there of last night, I teamed with 2 men at King of the Ring to defeat 3 men from SmackDown. Now you see Christian Cage. I'm double C. I'm great. I'm Christian Cage. I'm the Peep Show. And he looks into the crowd. He sees squared. But a man, like, I wanted to represent Raw in the best way I could. But unfortunately, I didn't get the pin. I'm Christian Cage, and they didn't let me take the pinfall last night. Someone else pinned Stevie Ray, and that other man was Jushin Liger. So Jushin Liger, I'm calling your ass out. Look, I'm the face of Monday Night Raw, and you stole my time to shine. You stole my limelight, and you know what? I'm not okay with that. I'm not cool with being made to look like the second fiddle here. And Steve Blackman, you didn't even tag into the match. So I'm not even gonna reference you tonight. You have another. Oh, it wasn't even Liger. Oh, I'm now remembering it. Oh, I booked everything wrong. Oh.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it wasn't Liger, but
it was Taka. Oh. Everything's all backwards now. Oh. Whatever.
Topsy-turvy land.
Whatever. Imagine everything I said about Liger was supposed to be Taka, and in Taka's match, it's supposed to be Liger tonight. All right? Okay, let's go. They steal. We are told that he was hurt last night in the last man standing match with King Ikea, and he will be out for some time, undisclosed amount of time, and he will be back when he is fully fit. We move on. Our next match, Lenny Lane. Chad, Lenny Lane's here.
Oh, Lenny Lane.
Double L loser Lenny Lane comes in and he defeats Devin Storm with the memory lane. That's such a sick name. Let's
I like that
fucking
name.
go.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, he defeats Devin Storm in 921. Yeah,
Okay.
55. They both got 56s. So there you go, Lenny Lane. Oh, King Iakea is backstage watching this next match with Vince McMahon because it was announced that it is a #1 contender match for King Iakea's European Championship, Chad. There's 15 men in this match. There's a lot of undercard talents that could use that opportunity to shine and get a title match at Unforgiven. Who will it be? Make your early predictions, Chad.
Riggs. The Big Rig Fig.
Fig. Chad has chosen a SmackDown superstar to win this.
Yes, I have.
In a bout that had subpar wrestling and Little Heat. Major Stash does it, Chad.
Oh.
Major Stash takes.
Oh, Riggs, I was right.
Yeah, I know. The finish. It was Mark Merrow and Stash, and Stud was already eliminated, and he grabbed on the Mark Merrow's legs, and he distracted him, and Stash threw him over. So Stash will move on to Unforgiven and face Iakea for the European Championship, Chad.
Oh, I had a boy, Major Stash. Get the job done.
Stash and Stud. There you go. We move on. We got the Shining Stars. They're back in action. They're taking on the Quebecers, and they get a big win when Carlito hits a choke slam on Jacques Rougeau and pins him in 11-16. So Carlito and Primo get a win.
Oh,
Chowdy? What?
Neato.
Kurt Angle also is hurt. And this is his training montage of him getting back into shape, his rehab for his distended anus, which we found out after this happened was...
I don't know if I want to watch this training video.
was edited to like a very rare or like very frequent injury. So we have changed that, but it still happened. But Kurt Angle will be back in the ring. We don't know when, but a lot of injury. Speaking of injuries, though, Jeff Jarrett is
anus bug gets him again.
Jeff Jarrett is here. The wrestling world's hottest free agent is here, Chad, and he has said he comes out of the ring. And he says, and he's got a folder. He's got a contract on with them, Chad, and he says this is a contract right here to WCW. He says, I'm the world's.
Oh?
He's the world's hottest free agent, Chad.
Oh,
What do you seem so?
Nice.
You gave him a contract, you goofball.
I guess so.
He says, I'm gonna sign this for a bunch of money. He's gonna sign on the dotted line to WCW, and then he's about to sign on it, and he says, "Psych!" and he rips the contract in half.
Oh no.
He says, I will, you guys will find out where I'm going in the next few coming weeks. But Jeff Jarrett, he's coming back. He's been out for a while. But, yeah, Jeff Jarrett, the world's hottest free agent.
Oh, what a dick.
Had you confused there for a second.
Turned down the contract I didn't offer him.
Well, in our decent match, Liger defeats Jason Knight.
Liger doing his best Taka Michinoku. And
You know what? I could have just gone to the booking screen and just changed it. Well, doesn't matter.
Oh well, too late now.
Taka defeats Jason Knight in 11:50 with a Michinoku driver. Taka, 89 in-ring performance. The man's buzzing right now. And Stone Cold. We are announcing the main event next week with Stone Cold taking on Kane. How do you feel about that main event match next week, Chad?
I love it.
All right,
I cannot wait.
Our main event match of the night. Jushin Liger, Christian Cage. It gets a 97.
Wow.
And about that, it's superb. He and great wrestling. Jushin Liger once again shows why he's the face of Raw and defeats Christian Cage in 1722 with a Liger bomb.
That's probably the best Taka Michinoku's ever done.
Yeah, it is. and it gets a 91, Chad. What a show for
Nice.
Raw.
What a banger of a main event.
What a
Christian versus Jushin.
Yeah, it's not like any other main event guys that I usually have in the main event. It's, spice it up a
Right.
little bit. And
I love that. I assure you, my main event probably won't be that good.
all right, we'll have to find out when we go to Nitro. Speaking of which, let's get into it right now.
And we are back with WCW Monday Nitro, Justin. What a show we have for them today.
This show stinks, but it can't be any worse than a 79 like the last Nitro got.
Really? I wonder why it was so bad.
Well, you had a no contest right here with Stardust Raven and Bratton Foley.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And then RVD defeating Alfred Snow got a 90. All right, let's start the show, Chad. Lash LaRue taking on WWF, trader Robert Mallet. And Lash LaRue loses because WWF guys... Wait, a WWF guy actually won a match here?
I guess so.
Oh, something's going. Something's not...
With the claw. The claw.
The claw. Ooh.
And an appreciate about that decent wrestling and not much heat. Abyss defeated Zandig with a shock treatment.
All right, Chad. Let's start this Nitro off. Who's making their way down the ring?
Nitro starts with a black screen, and then you hear the following message has been paid for by the Syndicate. And then the Syndicate's music hits, and it's all of them. Scott and Kevin, they lead the Syndicate. Scott's got his Universal Championship and his World Tag Team title. Big Sexy Kevin Nash. He's got the big gold belt and his tag team title. Goldberg, he's looking like a badass. Sting and Diamond Dallas Page, they're walking behind him. And then as they get into the ring, Steiner says, "All right, everybody, we got a lot we gotta say today. But first, before we get started, there's something that I gotta say and to start. So I want to say, with further ado, everybody, the man who was the traitor to Limitless." And the guy who turned his back on all those cruiserweight bitches. Everybody, holla if you hear me. Give it up for Christopher Daniels. And Christopher Daniels shows up in a Syndicate suit. Big boos. He's coming down to the ring. He grabs a microphone and he says, "I don't give a damn what any of you think. You can boo as loud as you want. At the end of the day, I did what was best for Christopher Daniels." He says, "Let me tell you something. A number of weeks ago, AJ Styles got in this ring, and he talked about the Cruiserweight division, and he talked about the future of this company. And he mentioned me. He said I was the saving grace of this division. He compared me to an angel. Well, I gotta tell you, I'm a fallen angel. I turned my back on the cruiserweights because I was sick and tired of being associated with losers. Let me tell you a story about AJ Styles. We came up in this business together, him and I. We wrestled all over. He was somebody I considered a brother, a best friend. And when the opportunity came for us to advance our careers together, AJ Styles was always just treated a little bit better. He calls himself the Phenomenal One, the longest reigning cruiserweight champion of all time. And it makes me sick. I don't want to be the future of the industry with AJ Styles. I want to be the future of the industry, period. AJ Styles, he's nothing but a punk. He's nothing but a spoiled, rotten brat who's had everything in this company handed to him because he's a backstage politicking kiss-ass. So I did what I had to do. I started feeding the Syndicate information. The fallen angel has done the best thing for his career. He's joined the Syndicate. And AJ, I'm going to take that Cruiserweight Championship from you at Bash at the Beach. I'm challenging you, and let's see if you have the balls to accept. And Steiner says, he probably won't, because AJ Styles, he's a little bitch. And let me tell you something. The Syndicate, we had a very successful night at the Great American Bash. Me, Big Sexy, we won the tag team titles. We became the most dominant force in professional wrestling, and the Syndicate has once again proven why we're the best. But me and Big Sexy, me and Kev, we thought about it, and we think that it's only fair to our brothers in the Syndicate. We are vacating the tag team titles tonight. And I know you're all upset, but I don't give a damn if you're upset. Me and Kevin Nash, we're world champions. We don't need to impress you people. So tonight, we're going to have a tag team title match to crown new tag team champions. And Sylvester Stallone, he's not here tonight. So the Syndicate, we're running the show because I decided, and no one's going to argue with me. Because if they do, they don't stand a chance. All of you ladies in the ring or in the crowd, holla if you hear me. That's right. You know, because Kevin Nash and I and the Syndicate, we're the best. So it's going to be Monday night Steiner Shoots, baby. It's going to be everywhere. The Syndicate, we're running the show today. So next, we're going to have a tag team title match to crown new tag team champions. And in that match, it's going to be Sting and Diamond Dallas Page taking on two guys. And I wrote their names on my hands. It's Who Gives a and his tag team partner, Crap. I can't wait to see how they do against the Syndicate. Bring them out.
I like how you you started laughing right after you said crap.
Yeah, pop myself.
All right, let's see. I'm putting my money on the local talent here, Chad.
And in a decent match, Sting and Diamond Dallas Page defeated BJ Whitmer and Mike Sanders when Sting pinned BJ Whitmer with a Stinger Splash. And Sting and Diamond Dallas Page, the Syndicate, win the WCW Tag Team titles, Justin.
Wow, who would have thought?
Yeah, BJ Whitmer was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone's in-ring performance.
Yeah, he wasn't really, 30. That's not very good for BJ Whitmer, but yeah, there you go. DDP got an 86. Sting kind of stinks, but whatever.
Listen, they're tag team champions.
Now they're tag team champions now, though.
Oh, yeah. Bobby Heenan and Mike Tenay, they're on the commentary team with Tony Schiavone. And, Mike Tenay's like, can you believe this? The Syndicate have decided to run the things here tonight. What do you think, Bobby? I love it, actually. In fact, I hope they decide to come down to the commentary table and kick you two bozos out. I'd love to do commentary with the Syndicate because, listen, they're the best faction in wrestling, and I'm the best commentator in wrestling. And then Steiner says, hey, did I hear Bobby Heenan wants to do commentary with Steiner? And Bobby's like, oh, champ, hey, what's up? Yeah, I would love to do commentary with you. Well, hey, Tony Schiavone, why don't you go make yourself useful and go sell some t-shirts or something? Get the hell out of here. And he just kicks Tony Schiavone off. And then he says, what do you think, Mike Tenay? Can I do commentary? And Mike Tenay's like, I'd rather you did it. And he takes Mike Tenay's headset and chucks it into the crowd and says, I'll cover it until you get back. Hey, Bobby, what's up? I'm here to call this next match. Where the fuck even are we? What town are we in? Some place in bumfuck Kentucky? I don't even know. Oh, and then a match that Scott Steiner booked earlier today. He says on commentary, yeah, I booked these two guys. Listen, this is the line of opportunity, and we're going to have midget wrestling tonight with these two limitless bums, AJ Styles and Taz. And, two limitless teammates forced to compete tonight, Justin. AJ versus Taz. And in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, AJ defeats Taz with a Styles clash. AJ didn't see this because AJ was too busy arguing with Scott on commentary. But while AJ was arguing with Scott, Goldberg ran in and speared Taz.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Yeah, Taz stinks. These guys just don't have the good psychology because Taz
got an 85 though.
86. Whoa.
86 though.
Chad, put your eyeballs in. Oh, man.
Scott
Jesus Christ, Steiner, get the fuck out of here.
Scott Steiner gets in the ring. He says, this contest is got the ring announcer. And he pulls out a piece of paper. He says, all right, this contest is set for however long it takes until one of these guys wins or passes out, because they're both so out of shape and neither one of them can really wrestle. Making their way to the ring. He won a title last night somehow. That Great American Bash. It's only a matter of time before the city can take it, though. From the buffet table, we got Bubba Ray Dudley. And introducing his opponent, the guy who will never live up to the shoes that his father, Dusty Rhodes, has. And Dusty Rhodes is way better than that bum Ric Flair with his crooked yellow teeth. I hate you, Rick. You're not the real Nature Boy. You're Nature Boy number 2. Anyway, taking on Stardust. Who the hell is Stardust?
I'm not a fan of these recycled. You can tell Chad's listening. Never mind, I'm not gonna.
And about that had great wrestling and good heat. Bubba Ray Dudley defeats Stardust with a power bomb. Bubba Ray, he beat Stardust last night and he gets him again. As is backstage, he says, Goldberg, you son of a bitch. Listen, you want to get in the ring? You want to spear me? Well, that's fine, because guess what? At Bash at the Beach, I'm going to have some payback. I'm challenging you. If you think you can do that again, I'd love to see it. I'm going to suplex you all the way through the other side of the ring. You're not going to be able to walk again. And then I'm going to put you in a transmission, and I'm going to make you pass out in the middle of the ring. You're going to have to be stretchered out. All right, you're the only member of the syndicate without championship belts. And that means to tell me, Goldberg, that you were nothing more than a broken streak and a bunch of overrated hype. And at Bash at the Beach, you're going to lose to the human suplex machine. Taz is going to kill you. Goldberg, you're next.
Ooh.
And Christopher Daniels has a match tonight booked by the Syndicate and about to had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Christopher Daniels defeated Billy Kidman. And this match had a special guest referee, Justin. Can you guess the special guest referee?
Well, if the name wasn't already on the screen, I wouldn't. I would guess. But
Scott Steiner, you're right.
It says right there.
Yes, and he did a ridiculous fast count.
This match shouldn't even lasted 12:36. This should have been 2 minutes. Daniels should have hit him with the 1-2 big pow, and then Steiner, pop, 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 1, 2, 3.
Well, there wasn't a special guest referee for the entire thing. It was just a regular match. And then halfway through the match...
why didn't you tell me? I could have booked that.
That's okay. Steiner showed up, knocked the ref out, and said, I'm the referee now! And then he did the fast count. That's what happened.
Interesting.
We are backstage. Diamond Dallas Page and Sting are celebrating. They've got their newly won W Tag Team titles. They're celebrating the only way the Syndicate know how. They're sitting there. They've got a table. They're sitting at a table. They got beers and they're playing cards and they've got women everywhere. They're having a party. They're having a party. Yeah. not the APA.
The APA.
And the Hardy and the Hardy Boys, they attack them. They attack them while they're celebrating.
Oh, what heels?
They say, if you want some real competition, how about this? We'll see you tonight. Those tag team titles on the line. You want to prove yourself as a tag team? Why don't you take on the best tag team WCW has to offer? We'll see you out there, champs.
Interesting.
Speaking of champions, Raven, the newly won United States champion. In a decent match, Raven defeats D'Lo Brown with a pile driver and makes defense number 1 of the United States Championship.
Yep, there we go, Raven. We were looking at the numbers earlier. Raven is not. I mean, he's in the time of this save, which is now 2.5 years. Raven has not had a belt for about a month and a half. Interesting.
Raven has a microphone and he says, Listen, first of all, just gotta say, Syndicate love what I've been seeing tonight with this show. Listen, listen, this is the best. Not having Tony Schiavone on commentary has been absolutely wonderful. It's been great. We could do this every week. I could do without the ring announcing. All right, listen, I could do without that, but loving what I've been seeing. All right. Another thing I love to see was me beating Bret Hart at Great American Bash. You see, I did what my flock brother Chris Kanyon couldn't do, and that's beat Bret Hart and bring the United States Championship back where it belongs, which is in the hands of the flock. Now listen, everyone's asking, is the flock fractured? And I gotta tell you, the flock has never been stronger because we've got gold. And listen, Chris Kanyon, he just needs to know. Listen, he had a bit of a run, and listen, everybody gets hot. Everybody has, gets lucky. Everybody can string together some wins. Momentum can take you very far, and I'll give Chris Kanyon credit. The man had some big wins, but he proved against Bret Hart what I've known all along, and that's that all he is was just a hot streak. It was just a fluke. And Chris Kanyon, it's okay because listen, not everybody can be a main eventer. Not everybody can be a Class A talent. Sorry, I'm allergic to mediocrity. Listen, Chris Kanyon, not everybody can be a main eventer. And you, buddy, you're just not. So, but that's okay. I come down here, get in the ring, apologize for how you've been disrespectful to me. The man who, let's be honest, before I invited you into the flock, you were so irrelevant. People forgot you were even on the company. So why don't you come out here, get in the ring, apologize to me, and also shake my hand and congratulate your flock brother Raven on his United States Championship win. And listen, you can fall back in line, and we can put this all behind us. All right, I'm sure the tag team division with you and Mike Awesome would be thrilled to maybe when Sylvester Stallone comes back, if you ask nicely, he'll give you an opportunity to the 24/7 title. Listen, the possibilities are endless, and I know what you're capable of, and the 24/7 championship, that's right up your alley. Chris Kanyon, the music comes out. He comes on the ring, he grabs the microphone, he says, Raven, first of all, I will say congratulations on beating Bret Hart for the U.S. Championship. You're right. It is something that I couldn't do. But listen, Raven, there's been a lot of things that people said I couldn't do. People said I wouldn't be able to beat Mick Foley, and I did it. People said I wouldn't be able to beat Sting, and I did it. People said that I wouldn't be able to win the U.S. Championship and hold it for as long as I did, and I did just that. You see, you say it's a hot streak. You say it's a fluke. I say it's my potential finally getting noticed. I say it's me taking advantage of an opportunity. I say it's showing just how damn good I am. So I will congratulate you, Raven. And I'll tell you what, I'll even say thank you because you showed me exactly what path I need to take. You're right, Raven. I do need to fall in line. I need to fall in line. That is the line to get your United States Championship. Because guess what? I'm next in line, and I'm challenging you at Great American Bash. Sorry, at Bash at the Beach. I got so riled up in the Kentucky Freedom Hall. I forget. No, at Bash at the Beach, Raven. It's going to be you versus me for the U.S. Championship. And I tell you what, Raven, let's see if you say it's a fluke. You say I got lucky. Well, let's see how lucky I am because I'm going to walk out with that belt. And I'm going to prove to you that I am not only worthy of everything I've accomplished in this ring, but I'm capable of so much more. And I'm better than you, Raven. So Kanyon versus Raven. Bash at the Beach.
Our main event.
And our main event, the tag team titles on the line. And a good match. The Hardy Boys defeated Sting and Diamond Dallas Page. Hey, Jeff Hardy tapped out DDP with the Texas Cloverleaf after interference from AJ Styles. Oh, the Hardy Boys, Justin. They win the tag team titles. Oh, Sting and Diamond Dallas Page, they had like a 2-hour title reign.
That's Chad's booking right there, baby, and they celebrate to end the show.
Yeah, they celebrate. Oh, they celebrate. It's a great time. Limitless. Listen. Syndicate's been on quite a roll, but the Limitless got one on them tonight, and this got an 87.
Yeah, not as good as me, but all right. It's a blue number.
Listen, I'll take it.
Yeah, you should take it. All right, we'll see you for SmackDown. SmackDown, let's go. Chad, what the hell, Chad?
I thought you were getting ready to count down, but why would you count down?
Why would I count down? No, you can't intro now. I already introed this. You're the backseat gamer now, all right? You have to sit here and watch me do it. I'm the whole effing show. It's me.
While you're doing SmackDown, I'm gonna eat my chicken wrap and have a snack down.
Oh, you're gonna eat during my show again? Disrespectful. Everybody, put in the comments down below hashtag Chad stop eating snacks during Justin's show. It's getting disrespectful. That's the hashtag. That's the hashtag. Let's start the show. We start off with the American Dragons, Shawn Michaels and Bryan Danielson. Do you like the new tag team name, Chad?
Yeah, it's fine.
What the fuck do you mean it's fine? The hell does that mean, Chad?
I like it. It's fine.
What do you... Just because I have originality in my things doesn't mean you have to...
Originality? That's his actual nickname.
Not in this universe.
Okay.
They're the American Dragons.
Yeah, cool. I like it.
We had Road Rage.
You do have Road Rage.
you just cut a Scott Steiner promo, which already happened before.
And you're using a tag team of a nickname that already exists.
No, it didn't.
Oh, in this universe, that Scott Steiner promo didn't exist.
Look, it's plural.
Same argument.
It's plural.
Same argument.
It's plural.
Same argument.
No, it's not.
Same argument.
Oh my God, this man watched one podcast episode and then ran the same promo on this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Chat, right in the comments below. Unbelievable. Yeah, but this is they had a big win, or they didn't even win at King of the Ring. They lost. They lost to Firehouse, Joey Matthews and Sultan, another original dominant tag team. Just they're getting their groupings back together. SmackDown had a rough King of the Ring. These guys lost. Triple H did win, but they didn't win King of the Ring. They lost a 3-man tag. They had a really rough King of the Ring. These guys take on newly signed Dragon Kid and Chemo. Dragon Kid got a 62. All right, brother, you're ready already. Jeez, Louise. Holy wow. 62 in his debut match. All right, buddy, you might be... Okay, let me go slot you into the Cruiserweight match. All right. Yeah, so we got... But Bryan Danielson pins Chemo with a kidney mutilation, and they get back in the win column here tonight on the pre-show. We move on. Our other pre-show match of the night, Chad. Lex Luger got a 69.
Nice.
And Low Ki got a 40.
Ah.
Luger off his game, but he gets a win. He hits the torture rack on a Low Ki, and we see Rhino. We see Rhino Ric Flair again, Chad.
Ooh.
Should
I say woo?
We see him backstage again. Ric Flair whining and dining Rhino. We move on to the opening of the show. It's, these Del Santo and Taker are highlighted, but it is the whole entire locker room being showed with Eric Bischoff, because the heads are down. The locker room morale is down tonight after what we went over earlier with the King of the Ring not really going in the way of SmackDown's side of things. They, Del Santo, he hurt Taker. Well, I think Taker hurt himself, but still, Del Santo didn't get the job done against The Rock. Tag team champions didn't do their job. It was just a rough night and all. And Eric Bischoff is trying to rally the troops, Chad. He's trying to get everyone back on the right page. And he's trying to hype everyone up. He says, "This is the end, guys. It's just one pay-per-view. This is look, we're a brand new show. We just came into our own a few months ago. Look, we signed one of our newest signees. Almost won the whole damn thing. El Hijo del Santo almost won King of the Ring. He went toe for toe, fist for fist with The Rock, and he almost came out the victor. We can't hang our heads on this performance at King of the Ring. We only can build from that and improve from it, because that's not the only pay-per-view that'll pit Raw and SmackDown. We have Survivor Series in a few months. We might have WrestleMania. There could be implications. There's going to be another draft at some point. I don't even know. Why am I freaking out? It's Eric Bischoff. This is why I know. I felt like I've been like my job's on the line too. Maybe I should go out there. Maybe I should have won King of the Ring. Eric Bischoff's like losing his damn mind. And Taker, who's still hurt, he walks up to Del Santo and he says, "You gave it your all, kid. I may have been hurt, but you gave it your all. You represented SmackDown proud." Now we had a hell of a match, but it needed to be the finish. Pull back the curtain a little bit. If I didn't get hurt, I would have main evented that King of the. Are you fucking kidding me?
I did it. Someone texted me. I don't know what to tell you.
That was a video, Chad.
Yeah, someone texted me a video.
That's what I'm getting, man. He's eating chips. He's not muting the mic or muting his phone. He's playing on his phone during the show.
I'm sorry. That was on me. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. I lost my train of our train of thought. All I'm getting at is it'll be Taker Del Santo next week when Taker is ready to fight again. We move on. Our opening match of the night. Two of these men will move on to do good things in this division, as it's the cruiser light heavyweight division. Sasuke and Ultimo Dragon defeat Tajiri and Nagima when Dragon taps out Tajiri, Chad.
Oh, I can't wait to see Ultimo Dragon and Dragon Kid team up.
Ooh, the American Dragons.
The American Dragon. Not American Dragons.
We move up. Mystico was watching that match backstage. He's trying to, he's trying to gauge his competition as he once again defeated Tyson Duh last at King of the Ring. But then Tyson Duh lays him out with a chair, back of the head. A headshot with a chair from Tyson Duh.
Oh, man.
We move on. PJ Black is in the locker room. He's visibly frustrated after he lost to Kid Cash. He lost his United States Championship to Kid Cash. He's visibly frustrated with that, and Stephanie's trying to do you remember the finish of that match? I'm just remembering what happened. It was the reverse psychology distraction.
I do now, yeah.
Oh my god. So PJ Black visibly frustrated. Stephanie's like, "It's gonna be okay, PJ. It's gonna be all right." And PJ, shakes his body away. He doesn't want to be touched by Stephanie, and he walks away frustrated from Stephanie McMahon, Chad.
Oh no, Trouble in Paradise.
Trouble in Paradise. Stephanie getting distracted by Kid Cash, and PJ Black not happy about it. We move on. It's Chad Collier and the Big Rig Fig, the Rat Boys. They take on Pitbull to an Easy Money. And Big Rig Fig pins Easy Money with a German suplex, Chad.
Oh, look at that. Chad Collier carried the match in terms of in-ring performance.
One guy named Chad, and he's like, "Oh, that does great." But when Just Incredible does something in WCW, I don't go, "Oh, Just Incredible saves a cat." Ooh. Unbelievable. Godfather comes out. He's got Phoenix's finest hose, and he's taking the hoe train down to the ring. He takes on Farouk. Chad, are you gonna hop onto the hoe train with the Godfather?
Oh.
He takes on Farouk and taps him out with the John Cena's STF. So Godfather gets another win here. A couple months ago, he lost to PJ Black in that inaugural United States Championship match. But Godfather getting another win here.
Good for Godfather.
I wanna push Godfather as a nice working hand here on SmackDown. So he's on the Ho train. Oh, Paul White barges into Bischoff's locker room. You know, Paul White's been Bischoff's right-hand man, you know, his big muscle ever since Bischoff was announced as a SmackDown GM back in March. And Paul White's not in. He's done everything. You look at Paul White's record. He's 15-1 in 2000. And like 9-1 on SmackDown. He's done a lot here, Chad. And he's unhappy with how, you know, he's been promised a world title match. He got a plan and that didn't happen. You know, Bischoff I don't even know if Bischoff even still has the plan, you know, the blueprint. And Bischoff gets right into Paul White barges into Bischoff's office. He says, I want a title match now. And Bischoff unfortunately informs him that, you know, he still has to wait in line because there's someone, Eddie still has his title match because in the rematch clause, he never lost, he never tapped out. It was a time limit draw, so Eddie is still next in line for that title match. But, you know, maybe if he wins a couple more matches, maybe then we'll talk. And Paul White grabs Bischoff and throws him on the wall. He's like, Eric, you don't want to piss off a giant. And then drops him. Paul White, not happy. Not happy right here. Move on. Ooh, Gangrel, stomach infection. Oh, we cannot catch a break with the injuries. I guess Gangrel wasn't this. Booker T hits him with the Harlem Hangover. Gangrel has a stomach infection. What the fuck?
He's got like food poisoning?
Yeah, he's got food poisoning. The man went to Taco Bell right before the show here and had a bad taco.
Man wanted to have some snack down, and now he's snack frown.
All right, maybe. How do I mute Siri? How do I mute Chad? Move on. No shit, Ricky. Oh, it's Taker riding into the sunset here on Route 66 here in Arizona. Chad takes his bike and rides away from the arena.
66 in Arizona.
I would assume so.
Okay.
Why not? It is in this universe.
This is Route 666.
Yeah, but it will be Taker and Del Santo next week, Chad. So that'll be a fun one. That will be a fun one. Our co-main event of the night, it's Mystico and Tyson. Mystico wanted that match with Tyson after he got hit in the back of the head. I think it was probably the concussion talking. Mystico should have been at home healing, relaxing, trying to heal up. But he wants Tyson. Calls him out. And, you know, he gets the win, but it is by disqualification because Tyson, you know, gets so upset with he can't put away Mystico. Mystico keeps fighting, keeps kicking out at 2, even though he's clearly not in the right frame of mind. He's clearly not all there right now. The referee, if this was 2022, this match wouldn't even be happening. Concussion protocol would have been in place already. But Mystico, this is 2000. Who cares at this point?
Who cares?
These guys are going. Mystico has no idea. His lights are not on upstairs. But Tyson you know, gets so frustrated, he grabs another chair and he gives him. He puts it under Mystico's head and gives him a little concerto. Chad.
Oh, concerto.
Yeah, concerto. So yeah, just takes out. So I guess Mystico defends the belt, and but is also taken out by Tyson. And we move on to our main event tonight. It will be Eddie Guerrero taking on Road Dogg, Chad. This is going to be a banger of a match right here. We saw 2 months ago where Eddie and Triple H went in a time limit draw for the belt. Eddie still, I guess, technically to Eric Bischoff, still next in line because Eddie still has not been pinned yet. Triple H is still not cleanly beat Eddie. This gets a 95 because Eddie Guerrero is going to will these guys to the promised land. But Eddie Guerrero defeats Road Dogg in 18-11 with a frog smash.
Best match. This is the best match of Road Dogg's career.
Eddie, and then says, hey Triple, you heard Eric said I'm next in line, and now you see the last time we fought Triple H, we went to the time limit draw 30 minutes. So I guess that's not enough time for us. So how about this? How about we have a match where there's not a time limit? Well, there is a time limit, but whatever. How about we double the time, Hunter? How about a 60-minute Iron Man match? And if there's no way I can't beat you in that, then there's no way I'm deserving to be deserving to hold that belt. Hunter, I don't care if I beat you 1-0 in 60 minutes or I pin you 22 times in 60 minutes. I'm walking out of that match. If you accept, Hunter, if you ain't such a pussy, the World Heavyweight Champion. 89. Still beats Nitro. Doesn't matter. Blue numbers. Fuck you, WCW. I'm doing the DX cross chops, the crotch chops, Chad, in my chair. Take that, bitch. Take that, Kip James. We'll see you for Thunder.
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 Oh, Thunder. All right, we are here with Thunder. This is going to be a good show, Justin.
What makes you say that, Chad?
Well, because I booked it, and everything I book is good.
That's not entirely true. That's about, if I'm looking at the graph correctly, that's about 88% true, but not 100% true. So there's a 12%.
88 is better than 10.
But it's not as good as 89.
True.
And that is my favorite number.
Is it?
No. That's good.
How'd you lie?
Why'd you believe me?
Because you don't lie.
Lance Storm, baby. Getting a 70. Give me Lance Storm.
Look at that.
Look
at that.
Look at that, Chad.
Look at Lance Storm.
You have a bunch of guys that are good workers that just don't do anything, and they're going to come to me, and they're going to get pushed to the moon.
I know, because you can't book your own guys. I should do a brand split.
Hey, you going to ask me what else I'm going to do in the next 3 or 4 months of gameplay so you can take that too, you rat scum?
Yeah, I did it first.
Oh! What are these guys doing here? Oh, Monty Brown, a 45. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, what happened, huh?
Monty Brown only got a 45, Chad.
Yeah, but Sandman got a 72.
They got a 58. I don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
Oh, wow. That looks like a 72 from where I'm at.
Chad,
Shit.
I grabbed Discord Nitro so to up the source and the resolution, and you still can't read it?
Guess not. Maybe I should up my glasses.
Maybe you should just take your eyeballs out, right? And put new ones in there.
Yeah, both these men debuting on the pre-show. Monty Brown and the Sandman. And
Sandman's been here before. That's the funny thing.
True. Sandman has been here before.
He's just back.
He's back. We have a return and a debut.
All right, let's move forward.
And we start off. Limitless is in the ring. The newly won tag team champions, the cruiserweight champion. They're all there. They're with RVD and Rey Mysterio. They're all celebrating. There you go. First of all, big props to the Hardy Boys for winning the tag team titles. This is Rob Van Dam who's saying this. He's like, but, we have to look forward onto Bash at the Beach. And I have a scoop. I've got an announcement to make. You see, once again, we're going to get some tag team action because at Bash at the Beach, Steiner and Nash, both world champions, are going to team up to take on myself and Rey Mysterio. And the two men, so if whichever one of us, if Rey or myself pin either Nash or Steiner, the one who scored the pin will take on the man who took the pinfall in the main event of Bash at the Beach. We also have AJ Styles taking on Christopher Daniels, and AJ starts talking mad shit about Daniels. He's like, Chris, if you would have lined up every single member of Limitless and said, guess the traitor, never in a million years would I have guessed you. You were my brother, my best friend. But apparently in this business, friends mean nothing. So guess what? At Bash at the Beach, my Cruiserweight Championship on the line against you. We're going to fight, not like brothers. I'm going to fight like you're my arch enemy. I'm going to fight like I hate you. Because guess what? I do hate you, Chris. You took years of friendship and you threw it in the back. And at Bash at the Beach, I might just leave you at the beach. I might sink you to the bottom of the ocean, and they'll never find you again. I'm gonna retain this Cruiserweight Championship, and I'm gonna send you back into obscurity where you belong. And Taz says, "And Goldberg, you son of a bitch! I already said my piece at Nitro, but I'll say it again. I'm gonna kick your ass, and I'm gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna put your ass to sleep." And the Hardy Boys say, "Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna defend these tag team titles. But we said we're the best tag team in WCW, and we want to prove it. So we'll tell you what. We're the next couple of weeks. We're gonna be scouting the tag team division, and we're gonna pick what tag team we want to defend against. But you have to impress us. But what tag team is gonna be the one that steps up to the Hardy Boys?" And Kidman just nods forcefully, like, "Yeah." So Justin,
That
a
was
lot
it.
of stuff going on with Limitless right now.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy invented a new catchphrase, Chad. What was his new catchphrase?
He says, "I fade away and classify myself as obsolete."
I shouldn't have asked.
We've got a 6-man tag. We got the Sensei Savage and the Savage Dojo taking on Kip James and Too Cool. So Too Cool, they're dancing, and then Kip James comes out and he starts shaking his ass.
Oh,
Justin.
big ass man.
Big ass man. He's dancing with Too Cool. Look at him. He's having a blast. He looks like he'd be a member of Too Cool. They're all hanging out. But in 6-man action, is that enough to get the job done? And it is, because in a decent match, Kip James and Too Cool defeat Sensei Savage and the Savage Dojo in 15-10 when Kip James pinned the Sensei Savage with a gunslinger.
I wonder what Kip James was doing last night, or not last night, at the pay-per-view, 6 days prior.
He did lose to Rey Mysterio, but he got a big win in 6-man action.
Why did he come out and challenge Rey? He also was one of the worst in-ring performers in this match.
Oh, and he beat the guy who was head and shoulders above everyone else.
Not good for Kip James.
Big win. Stardust, his head is in his hands. He's backstage. He's like so distraught. He's beaten. And he looks up. And Hall and Six are there. Hall says, "Hey, yo. Listen. You've been trying to talk about turning my career around. Talking about writing some kind of movie. Well, listen here, all right? I gotta tell you. So far, your movie kind of sucks. Well, listen, it's okay, Stardust. Listen, because you've shown me something. You really have. You've shown me and you've shown Six that if we're gonna turn it around, if we're gonna turn our careers around, we gotta do it a certain way. We gotta do it the bad guy's way." But Stardust, listen, I'm taking you with me, man, because listen, seeing you all upset, I hate looking at it. So get up. And Stardust gets up. He says, "Now listen, Monday on Nitro, I'm gonna show you how the bad guy gets his confidence back. All right, you're gonna party with the bad guy, and you're gonna party with Six over here, and we're gonna do a Wolfpack style. All right?" And he goes for a 2-sweet, and Six 2-sweets him, and Stardust says, what is that? And he's like, "It's a 2-sweet. What do you mean, what is it? You know what it is. 2-sweet. 2-sweet." And so Stardust 2-sweets. And then Stardust says, "Oh, all right." Scott Hall says, "Yeah, perfect. Hell yeah." So Monday, we're gonna raise some hell. He says, "But first, if you're gonna start hanging out with the bad guy, you're missing something. What is he missing?" And he goes and he grabs something out of a bag and he pulls out a toothpick and he says, Take this, Chico." And Stardust, he like puts a toothpick in his mouth. He says, "Yeah, you're already looking like the bad guy. Hey, yo." Then we got a tag team match.
86.
And And in a bout that had good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, DNA defeated Disco Fury and Disco Inferno when Dean Malenko pinned the Disco Inferno with a super gut buster. And in the terms of ring work, Dean Malenko was head and shoulders above everyone else, and Disco Inferno was the weak link.
Chad, I apologize. My phone went off, and that was very disrespectful to you, and did not mean for that to go on.
How dare you?
It was a notification. It wasn't like I opened a video.
You have my undivided attention when you go over your
Well,
show.
to be fair, I wasn't playing on my phone. It was literally just an app went off.
At least the video didn't go off in the middle.
But that is on me for shitting on you and then not turning my phone off. Like,
it's okay. I forgive you.
Yeah. So there you go. 94 for Dean. So write that down, Chad. Write that down. Dean Malenko should be fighting for world champions, and instead he's beating Disco Fury
and Disco Inferno.
Don't bring him into this.
Yeah, in a decent match, Christopher Daniels defeated Chavo Guerrero with the last rites.
A big win for Syndicate member Chris Daniels. He's Chris Daniels can work, so maybe joining Syndicate was the right move. Can he beat AJ Styles though at Bash the Beach?
Longest reigning cruiserweight champion ever.
Yeah, it's true. When Steiner was cutting his promo on Nitro, he said maybe Styles won't accept it because he's a bitch, and I'm like, Styles has like 24 defenses. I don't think he's gonna decline any. He defends his belt every week. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's literally the definition of a fighting champion.
All right, we move on. Oh no!
We got a debut at about the head. Great heat and tremendous wrestling. Cutie Suzuki had a hard-fought battle and barely squeaked one out against a worthy opponent. She defeated Daphne with a Cutie special.
This match was all right.
Was something. Here backstage, Brett and Owen. Brett's like, listen, did you hear the Hardy Boys? Talking about how they're the best tag team. Listen, Owen, I know me and you, we've had our differences, right? But we've been on the same page. The Hearts, we're the best there is. The best. And Owen's like, Brett, shut up. Okay, I know what you're gonna say. Yes, best there is, best there was, best everywhere. But yeah, whatever. Yes. Okay, fine. Listen, if you want to team up, beat the Hardys. Of course I'm in. All right, listen. I am always in for an opportunity to win some championships. All right, so we just gotta we just gotta win a couple tag team matches and impress the Hardys. It shouldn't be that hard to impress the Hardys. They have posters of us in their bedroom still, so it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, what teams do you want to face? You want to take on the Faces of Fear? I mean, you want to take on Mike and Mike? Like, what are we doing? And then Jericho says, I think I know a team you guys could take on. And they turn around and Jericho says, best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be. But me and Ahmed, we're best of the best. And listen, at Great American Bash, we lost our tag team titles to Scott Steiner and Kevin Nash, only for them to just vacate it to Sting and Diamond Dallas Page, to only have them then lose to the Heart. It's been a whirlwind. It's been a wild ride. But I think we're owed a rematch. And listen, I could come out there and I could demand a rematch and say how, there's a conspiracy stacked against us, but that was the old Chris Jericho. The new Chris Jericho and the new Ahmed, we don't need to preach about a conspiracy theory because we truly are the best of the best. And I can't think of any way better to prove that, Ahmed, than by beating Bret and Owen Hart in the main event tonight. And Bret and Owen, they say, you know what, Chris? You're on.
You know what,
banger
Chris?
of the main event.
You're on, bitch.
You're on.
All right. That's not next, is it?
That's not next.
No, we have our co-main event, I think. A big one. Oh, no, we have this.
This is not the co-main event.
Oh, no.
This is a decent, I'll tell you what, it is a decent match. And a decent match, Low D defeated Reverend Devon in 10:05 with an aerial brainbuster.
Yeah, Low D defeating the man that got repackaged and then got repackaged into a brainbuster, Reverend Devon. Yeah, they don't click, and that made for an awkward bout.
That's a shame. OD, he
Was it?
grabs a microphone. He says, yo, what's up? It's the Lowdown with your boy Low D, the sickest boy in the game, Low D. He says, listen, now that the dead weight's gone, now that I'm by myself, I think it's time that we do things right here. I think it's time that Low D starts to get himself back on track. I think there's a sign of things to come. There's a sign of change, and I think I'm going to show you that sign right now. And Low D goes and he pulls up a sign that he brought to the ring. And it's a sign that has Low D with the WCW World Championship around his waist.
Okay,
He says, this is the sign of things to come. But listen, all right, I'm a realist. It's going to be a long, long journey. But I'll tell you what, I don't back down from a fight. I've never backed down from a fight, and I know the best things in life are worth the challenge. If it was easy, everyone would be world champion. Mark my words, Low D is going to climb up the ranks. I'm going to take on everyone. Slowly but surely, we're gonna claw our way to the top, and I don't know who's gonna be world champion by the time I get there. And quite frankly, it doesn't matter, because Low D, when I get my shot at that belt, when I have my opportunity in the main event, I'm gonna take it, and I will be Low D, the world heavyweight champion. And then Rick Rude's music hits, and he says, "Low D, you're all talk. And no substance. Listen, I'll give you some credit. All right, you managed to squeak out a win against my client, Sick Boy. And Sick Boy, he hasn't been the same since. He's not even speaking. He barely eat. He's a mess after his loss to you. And I was trying to get him to agree to a rematch at Bash at the Beach, and he won't take it. But I'll tell you what, Low D. If you want to claw your way to the top, you want to prove yourself, then I'm challenging you to a match at Bash at the Beach. It's going to be Rick Rude, one of the best bad guys, one of the best villains, and the sexiest man that ever lived, taking on the most overrated, obnoxious twerp of a man who was the weak link in Sick Boy and Low D, and was the reason why Sick Boy was held down for all these years. And I'm going to prove it when I beat you at Bash at the Beach. And Low D's like, Rick Rude, listen, if you want to fight me at Bash at the Beach, of course I'm in. But why wait until Bash at the Beach? Let's just fight each other right now. And he says, in fact, Rick Rude, I thought you'd say that, so I brought another sign just for you. And he holds up a sign, and he holds it up, and it's a picture of two middle fingers. He's like, it's just for you, Rick. It's just for you. And then he takes the sign and he puts it down, and he beelines out of the ring and starts running to Rick Rude. And Rick Rude, he's seen enough. Rick Rude, he wasn't expecting this. He books it backstage, and Low D follows him.
What the hell? Rick Rude can still work? Question mark?
Yeah, he can.
All right. Oh, here's the co-main event that I was looking forward to.
And baby, co-main event time. And about that decent wrestling, but not much heat. Shane Douglas defeats Conan with a pile driver.
Welcome to the... I don't remember what I was going to say. Ooh.
And our main event, I got a 99, of course, because we can't get an 100 here. The Harts defeat Best of the Best in an exceptional match. Bret Hart and Owen Hart defeat Best of the Best when Bret Hart submits Ahmed with a sharpshooter.
Good. Fuck you, Ahmed. Ooh, 92. Best show of the week goes to Thunder. Sneaking one out.
One more for the good guys.
Oh, man. It's the first week of the month, so I'm not going to complain that these guys are in the main event every time, but we'll see about week 3 or 4 when what Chad brings to the table there. But, yeah, best show of the week. Still can't get the 100, though. The elusive 100 for WCW.
Maybe Bash at the Beach. Maybe Bash at the Beach will be that day.
Maybe. We'll find out. We don't know what's coming. It's not going to be Lodi and Rick Rude. I don't think that's going to pull 100. We'll find out, though. We inch ever so closely to the pay-per-view next week. Week 2 of the month. Chad, any trailers, any sneak previews for next week's Nitro? Well, it doesn't matter because it's Raw.